Welcome back to Product Tips by Richard. Hey, today, folks, I am going to review, to the best of my ability, Beats Studio Pro over-ear headphones. I'll put these down like this. This is the stuff that it came with. I've been using it, so I like reviews where I've used stuff, and I like to tell y'all my impressions of the product. So this is the one with the USB-C cable that charges here, and comes with the 3.5 millimeter jack over here. You can listen to it, or you can use them Bluetooth, wirelessly, or wired. I got these for a specific reason. I do video editing. I need to edit video, and I need to have something that could charge and be used at the same time. I do it not a lot, but I do it enough to, like, I come to it and I'm like, oh shoot, thing's dead and I need to do some work. And so I turn it on, get it charged a little bit, and then plug it in, and then I can work and listen. I mean, edit and listen at the same time as I'm charging, so I don't have to wait on it to charge. And yeah, first impression, guys, these are pretty good earphones. They are not actually, I'm gonna be sort of old school. I had the other Pro, I'm just gonna throw them in here real quick. The other Pro earphones for a long time. They still work. I don't use them as much anymore because they're not as light, but these sound, I'm a little bit partial. These sound better than these. These are older. In my opinion, now they're like total, noise canceling, everything, just totally out. You don't hear anything on these, and it's louder. So, I mean, but maybe it's just louder and not as crisp. I don't know. It's hard for me to tell. So I'm like really back and forth about, these versus these. These are older. I've been using those for a long time. I go back to them sometimes. I just want to hear like I was listening to Chevelle the other day. Like, you got to listen to POD and Chevelle on like just awesome headphones. And these are awesome, just for the music sound, just to rock it, to block the world out and listen. These are good. These are real good. And just so you know, I'm not getting anything for making these videos. Apple didn't send me these free. I paid I gave Apple, it would be great if Apple would send me a free pair of stuff to review. I would do it. So I got my computer over here. I want to show you all the tech specs, all the things on the computer screen. I'm just going to play the computer, what these earphones include and what they're about. Got some pretty cool features on them. So here, let me just play this.
Beats Studio has a cultural legacy like no other headphone in the world. And with Beats Studio Pro, we've completely re-engineered and refined the entire headphone to give you the most immersive listening experience possible. This means packing them with iconic sound, immersive spatial audio, upgraded noise control, enhanced Apple and Android compatibility, USB-C and 3.5 millimeter ports, and, of course, refining the iconic design. Starting from scratch, we redesigned the speakers to be the most precise and powerful over-ear speakers we've ever made. They combine a 2-layer diaphragm, refined microventing, and 25% stronger magnets to deliver rich, balanced sound across the full audio spectrum. The ultrafine acoustic meshes offer supreme dampening and reduce distortion by up to 80%, even at high volumes. To maximize the immersion, we added personalized spatial audio with dynamic head tracking. To better understand how this feels, imagine you're in a theater with 64 speakers completely surrounding you. Now imagine how sound hits your ears differently as you turn your head. The technology brilliantly recreates all of this in real time. Full immersion also means no distractions. The fully adaptive noise-canceling technology uses 4 all-new microphones to constantly pinpoint and remove unwanted external sounds. Incredibly, it does this up to 48,000 times a second and even adjusts to your personal fit. And now, Studio Pro features transparency mode for when outside awareness is needed. Superb functionality is a must. So we included industry-leading Bluetooth connectivity, as well as our dual ecosystem chipset, which offers native features to both Apple and Android users. High fidelity and convenience matter when you need to plug in. Studio Pro now includes USB-C audio with 3 EQ-optimized sound profiles, as well as a 3.5mm jack for analog sources like gaming and in-flight entertainment. To complement all these engineering upgrades, we partnered with Samuel Ross to elevate everything design.
The design approach, the Studio Pro, all come down to this idea of refinement. It's about function and aesthetics coming together. I felt like it was time to elevate with a more premium color selection. The Studio Pro experience is the perfect blend of design culture and creative culture and engineering coming together.
All right, so that's the
Introducing Beats Studio Pro.
That's the promo video they play, all the specs, all the tech. I don't know all that stuff. I'm just gonna tell you my opinion, guys. These are good headphones. They're good. The adaptive audio, or whatever they say, where you move your head, you see if you move your head left, you hear it to the left, or you hear it stronger this way or that way. I don't know if I like that, actually. Maybe I'm just old school. When I have headphones on, I want them to sound like the same everywhere I turn. I don't know. I do not put that on often, but yeah, you tip the Bluetooth button here, and then it turns on, and you can just, it's super simple, connecting it wirelessly to everything, and that's no problem. I've never experienced any problems there. They look used because I've been using them, but they're new. I can't remember when I got them, but they're newer. And so yeah, then the 3.5 millimeter jack, I use this all the time. I mean, I'm editing all the time, and so I use it, plug it in, charge it up. The charge, they say, lasts 40 hours. It does, folks. I mean, I could go, I mean, if I'm editing consistently for several hours, I could do that 2 or 3 days without having to recharge. And you recharge, of course, with the USB-C. You can plug it into I plug it into my computer, basically, my Mac, and charge it that way. So there's the USB-C. So just so you're aware, make sure you get, if you want this functionality, having the USB-C and the 3.5, make sure you get that one, because there's one without the 3.5. I think it's just a Beats Wireless, and it has only this USB-C. So if you want this functionality, which I wanted, I researched it. I wanted this functionality, so I made sure to get the one with 3.5. I think, like I said, I think there's a Beats Pro that's wireless, basically. So if you want the wired functionality, then get that and make sure you get it. These are, I don't remember if these are a little more expensive than the wireless, but yeah. The one negative drawback, I can't imagine how they could not have made a better pouch, honestly. Let me show you, see if I can show it to you on this. So you gotta roll up your cables, and you put them, the cables go in here in a little pouch that's very hard to get to because of the lip of this pouch is in the way. And so you got to kind of work it and stuff it in there, and then it's kind of in there just like blah. And then the same thing, secondly here, real quick, this cable is very sturdy. It feels very good. It feels like this is going to last. This USB-C cable is going to last. So when you wrap, it feels good. It doesn't feel, funny enough, the 3.5 millimeter cable feels much more flimsy. Of course, they're made of different materials and stuff, but this feels much more sturdy even than the 3.5. So then you get it in here and you stuff it. You have to like stuff it into the weird, and nothing stays together. You see that? I don't know if I'm nitpicking here. This, it felt like Apple could do better. I mean, honestly, it's soft. I like that it's maybe not as rigid and hard, but then again, if I'm got $300 pair of earphones, I want them to be in something that I can throw in a suitcase and doesn't get smashed. Like if that gets against something and gets squished, bro, that's gonna damage them. You pop them closed like this, you slide them in here like that, and it just doesn't. You have to readjust and readjust till they're sort of let in there evenly. It takes me that long to pack it in. Now, I may be nitpicking, but look, the other earphones from Apple that I had, the box was, the case was hard and rigid and it was durable. I value durability. I break stuff. So maybe that's my problem, and I really want to see something more durable, but goodness, it feels like, come on, Apple could have done better than this. I mean, well, Beats is Apple, Apple's Beats. They purchased them years ago. And then you pull them out here, and you have to like spread the thing apart like this to get to the thing. And then here again, the cables, to get to the cables, you can't just pull them out easy. Sorry, I was big time disappointed in that. I got those, and I'm like trying to figure out how to put them in the case. I'm like, really, Apple? I literally said that. Like, come on, bro. That's a big disappointment. But it is a case. The case itself has this, if I can show, pretty durable material. Clip here, zip there. It doesn't feel like it's gonna break. It feels durable. But look, man, that is squishy. If you're gonna throw that in a suitcase or have that hanging off your backpack with a clip or something, this thing does not feel like it's going to protect my $300 earphones. You know what I'm saying? So all that's my gripe on the whole package. You think you're getting a $300 pair of earphones and you're getting this sad case. They could have done better. Just do better, man. I think whoever the designer is on that video, the guy that they have at the end saying he's designed it, he under-designed, so I don't know. It just, okay, I'll move on. I'm disappointed in the case. So just so you know, and if you get it, you can say, Richard told me it's flimsy and floppy. All right, so then moving on, you've got the buttons here. Honestly, I use so much the 3.5 millimeter cable and plug it directly into my computer. It's stop, it's start, it's you can control, but I don't actually up and down, volume up and down here, but I don't use it enough to know. And then also I find it it doesn't have a lot of broader functionality than just the up, down, start, stop. Maybe I don't use it enough to know. So I do admit that I might not use it enough to know that there's more functionality. But I do know that it's up, down, volume up, down, start, stop, pause, whatever. And admittedly, I might not use it enough to know that there is more functionality, but it feels very simple to me. Then power, or just turning it on and off. Here we go, I'll turn it on and off. Just press and hold. Lights illuminate to show you how much battery's left, and then it'll sync with, I guess, your last synced thing. I might even be syncing with my phone now. I don't want to do that. Let me turn it off. Yeah, I'll turn it off. There you go. Hopefully it didn't sync with my phone and the audio went out of my phone. But yeah, again, it's good. It's good. And for me, it has the functionality that I needed for audio, for editing video specifically. Cable's solid. This USB-C cable's solid. I use a USB-C cable for other stuff. 3.5 millimeter jack comes with it. Also very good. The sound is solid. It's crisp. Maybe with the old earphones, the old Pros that I had, the blue ones over here, the audio is not as crisp, but this one's more underneath, more bassy, fuller. This is crisp and clean. So that's the sound, that's the type of sound you're getting. You're getting the top ends, you're getting the full breadth of the audio. You are getting and I don't listen to music enough to, know how the spatial thing sounds, whatever they call it. What do they call it? They call it, I can't find it in this video. Oh, here we go. 3D audio dynamic head tracking. So when I turn my head, you actually feel, if you have that on, I usually typically turn it off because I want to hear the same when I turn my head. I don't want to hear it hollow or empty over here and fuller over there when I turn my head to the left or right. I want to hear it full on, because I listen to shows, I listen to talk radio and stuff like that. Audio, music could be different. It could be much crisper and cooler for that. You're listening to a concert, live concert. I don't know. I don't use it enough to know that. Better capability, compatibility with Apple and Android. I don't know the difference because I don't use an Android. Let's see, what else? Going back to their list of things that they have and what they have in the... Oh, it can do Hey Siri, so you can, switch, to answer your phone and stuff like that. And one thing I noticed, calls, like, I don't answer calls on them really wirelessly. If I'm wired up, I do answer calls and use them. I use them for Zoom calls. I use them for my own show, where I actually use headphones to listen to my desktop and actually review videos and things like that with them. That's really helpful. They're really good for that. But I wire that stuff. I don't couple them with the Bluetooth functionality, because you lose a nanoseconds. You have a delay on the Bluetooth. So that's why I wire stuff as well for editing, because you lose, a few milliseconds, and with the delay in Bluetooth. So I like them for that reason. That's why I got them. I want the wired headphones, so there's no delay. And but I know people actually say the Bluetooth is really good on them. I think so too. I do like that. Let's see, anything else that I balanced sound, it says ANC transparent mode. Oh yeah, so you can have a little more awareness mode on. That's helpful. I don't notice a huge difference, honestly, in the noise cancellation. The noise cancellation on these other headphones was better. Maybe they're making them sharper. Maybe they're making the noise canceling sharper on these products now. I don't really know. But yeah, I don't need the noise canceling as much. I think I've used it once or twice on an airplane. Yeah. Oh, and man, like I said, the battery. So the benefits for me, let's just wrap it up here. The benefits for me are the battery life, 40 hours. I've tested that out. That's pretty legit. They last a long time. I like the compatibility with 3.5 millimeter jack and USB. You can charge it and use it at the same time. So you can, for me, I plug it in, and I think, just as try to remember, I think you can't plug in only with USB and listen over USB. You have to be have Bluetooth on and be charging. You can't wire it. Bluetooth, this USB does not work to travel, to have the sound travel. It doesn't. It's not a signal giving wire. It's only charging. So you can listen to them and use them while it's charging without this 3.5, but you have to have the Bluetooth on. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. But you can plug in hardwire and charge at the same time and use them hardwired while charging. Those are all positives. Battery life, great. Sound, in my opinion, is good, but it's not like overwhelmingly different from the older ones for my taste. This is my honest opinion. Some people will probably love it and will say, like, what are you talking about? Just my opinion, man. I actually turned on the other old headphones, been several months ago now, like, wow, I don't know if I like these much different or better. That, I got them first and I'm like, oh, overwhelmed. And then I realized slowly, like, wait a minute, they're not that much greater. The improvement in sound quality for me, it's crispy. It's not as bassy, not as boomy low. You can set that all up if you wanted to go boomy low. But for me, the other ones were louder. I don't know, actually louder to me. Now, that could be all my settings. I don't know. But negatives, let's just say this sad case is a really big negative in my opinion. They could have done better. Other negative, maybe for the price, maybe it's Apple products. Of course, they're going to charge you way too much. Probably $20 too much, in my opinion, for what you're getting. In comparison to the previous years or previous Studio Pro headphones. Overall, I'm happy with them. I keep them for what I want them for. I want them for this cabling, and I want them to be able to edit. That's why I wanted them. That's why I needed them. I needed them to charge and edit at the same time. And for that, for me, it's a win. Again, about $10-20 too much, but overall, I would probably buy them again. And I hope that helps you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you have any questions. And please like, subscribe, and share as you have opportunity. All right, take care. Thanks for watching Product Tips by Richard. Have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye.